welcome to Polish with Ray. I'm Rachel and today I'm going to be sharing with you a nail polish haul. Before we get started, if you are looking forward to seeing what I've been buying over the past few months, I think it's been like the past 3 or 4 months because it's been a while since I've done a haul, then make sure to give this video a thumbs up, and if you're not already subscribed, I hope you'll do that too. So what I have on my nails right now is a fabulous skittle that I am loving so much. It combines 4 gorgeous shades: Sally Hansen's Red Carpet, KB Shimmer, Baking Spirits Bright, which is one of my favorite holiday shades, Zoya Regina, which I forgot how much I loved, and one that is a new love and wasn't untried prior to this, 90 Lacquer Bubbly. Yeah, it's probably after the holidays when you're watching this, but I just can't get enough of Skittles lately. They're so fun. All right, so the polishes we're looking at today are kind of just in a random order. I grouped them together based on brand, and we're gonna start off with one that I only have one of. One that I was really excited to find in a D-stash comes from 90 Lacquer, and it is B positive. It has a pretty sheer red jelly base with all sorts of gorgeous red glitters. It's got square glitters, hex glitters, and they are holographic, and then it also has black flecks. I've heard many people rave about this polish, so I'm definitely excited to add it to my collection. Another one that I've heard people rave about that I purchased from the same D-stash comes from Cuticula, and it is Parade. This one's like a neon red-orange base with blue glitters in different shapes and sizes, and they are like matte. I don't know why I said like, they're definitely matte. And they're an interesting shade of blue. I feel like they're not like navy blue, they're not sky blue, they're kind of in between. This one's another one I've heard people just go on and on about, and I missed it when it came out, and so I'm happy to have it. Here's a more recent Cuticula release. This one I purchased from Polish Pickup this November. It's called Let It Glow. This one is an incredible deep, I almost want to call it like a deep teal base, but it leans more blue in the teal family with shimmer that shifts gold to green to red and white hex glitters. One reason I wanted to do this haul so badly pretty soon is some of these polishes I'm really eager to wear this winter, and this is definitely one of them. It reminds me of a dark, snowy evening. In November Polish Pickup, I also grabbed this beauty from Ethereal. It's called the Pickle, and it's a really interesting, unique green base with large particle shimmer that shifts red to gold to green. When I saw this, I knew I was going to be shopping Polish Pickup that month because this one's just too unique to pass up. Plus, I love dill pickles, so the inspiration is just too fun. I also recently grabbed a few things from Cuticula. This is If the Crown Fits, and this came out in the Metamorphosis trio with a painted queen. I think Toya is the swatcher's name, and she did an amazing job with this release. This trio was beautiful, but this is the one from the trio I absolutely had to have. It's got a really dark, I think black base with flakes that shifts gold to green to blue. It is just, oh my gosh, magic in a bottle. And while I was on their site, I picked up a few more polishes that I had been eyeing for a while. This one is called Blood Moon, and it came out years ago. But I think I recently saw that Cuticula is going to eventually phase out keeping polishes in stock. So I wanted to snatch up the older polishes that I'd been eyeing, and this one was one of them. It just has such a bright, fiery red base, lots and lots of flakes, and yeah, I have nothing like it. And in that same kind of finish, I think from the same collection comes from, of course, from Cuticula as well, is Elixir, the Kingdom of Legend collection it was called, and yeah, gorgeous cobalt blue flakes. It's got a shift to green and I believe lots and lots of holo. So pretty. This one would be gorgeous in the wintertime as well. I ended up doing just a little bit of Black Friday shopping with Polished for Days because I had to have this polish. It is called Emerald Bauble, and when I saw it teased, not a lot caught my eye this year for Black Friday. I really did a great job resisting shopping and the sales, but this one I knew I had to add to my collection because pulling polishes for the holidays this year, I realized I just don't have as many dark, beautiful greens as I wish I did. So this one had to be mine. It's got, of course, an emerald green base with gold flakies and some holographic. And then while I was on the site, I couldn't let that one travel alone. I got a recent release from the brand called Memo to Me. I think this is inspired by Hades from Hercules, and it's got a bright blue base. I feel like it's coming off a little bit more muted on camera than it is in person, and it's packed with incredible blue flakies and black flecks as well. I love this finish from Polished for Days. Their black flaky polish, like was it called Jack-o'-lantern and Shadow on the Moon? All of those polishes just wow me, and so this one I'm happy to have as well. Then a few Stellachroma monthly mysteries came in. This one is the October monthly mystery, and it is so pretty. I got really excited when I saw this one. It has like a white base, but I want to say it's like kind of peachy leaning, and then these copper flakes. And it really reminded me of their black and white version of this polish, which came out with their monthly mysteries. Was it May? Let me look. Yeah, it was May. It reminded me a lot of this one, which I wore recently. Just a peachier base with some different kind of flakes, and I loved this May version, so I was really excited to have this gorgeous coppery shade as well. And then in November, people who subscribe to this service got this one from Stellachroma. It is the November 2022 monthly mystery polish, and this one is dedicated to Mr. Stellachroma. If you hadn't heard the news, and I don't even know what to say, Pam, the maker's husband, shockingly passed away. It was very sudden, so I think this polish was to honor him, and what a beautiful tribute. It's such a gorgeous shade of orange. It's got iridescent flakies and holographic flakes as well. I can't imagine what Pam is going through. I have basically no words. I don't know what to say. But yeah, if this was dedicated to him, which I imagine it was on the label, what a beautiful tribute. I did recently purchase from Hella Handmade Creations. This one was one I had to buy. I loved it so much. I actually only bought this one that month because I've been trying to save money, been trying to do pretty well with nail polish purchases in general, but this one I just couldn't pass up. It's from Nailed It. It was part of the Pokemon series, and it's called Sing. It has a beautiful pinky purple base with shimmer that is so flashy. It shifts blue to purple, and then it's got holographic flakes. I basically love everything Nailed It makes, but their shifting shimmers are just wow. So yeah, I'm gonna be wearing this one this winter for sure. Then I decided to go ahead and purchase some polishes from some smaller nail polish brands to eventually get around to continuing my new indie brand series or smaller indie brand series. So the next few polishes are from some of those brands. I decided to get a few things to try out, but these aren't going to be in that video, so I'll share them with you here. This one is from Twisting Nether Lacquer, and it's called Lovely. It has a mid-toned gray base with so many cool things packed in. I have nothing like this. Platinum shreds, black flakes, and then some blue to purple iridescent shreds as well. Yeah, I'm really interested to see what the formula is going to be like on this one. I just think with all of those components, it has the potential to be a little bit chunky, but if it's not, my goodness, I'm going to be buying more from this brand for sure. I'm also looking forward to trying out Saki Cosmetics for the first time. This one is called Number 13, and I bought this around the fall time, and I wish I would have worn it then. I should have done a haul earlier, but there's always next year. But it's a really beautiful, like, burnt orange. It reminds me of sweet potato casserole. It looks a little brighter on camera than it does in real life, and it's got magnificent flakies that shift red to gold to copper maybe. Yeah, really, really fun. Another brand I'm so excited to finally try is Restored by Polish. This is the brand owned by Jacqueline and Krista. They're here on YouTube, and I will link all of the polishes that are available down in the description box. I'll link their channel too, because I love their videos. But it is a gorgeous turquoise base with like a glass fleck, and then it's got green and red and pink glitters in different shapes and sizes, squares, micro glitters. It's so, so fun. And then the last new brand is Whimsical Ideas by Pam, or maybe Whimsical Nail Polish by Pam. This one I've been eyeing for a long time. It's called Shocking. It is a beautiful, bright, fun pink with glass flecks, and then it's got blue glitters in different sizes. It's got hex glitters and then micro glitters too. I love pink and blue together, so this one I had to get my hands on. Then, despite my better judgment, I very impulsively bought from Holo Taco. Their limited edition releases get me. I don't know what it is. Like, there are just a few Holo Taco polishes that I truly love, so I don't know why I feel so compelled to purchase from them for these limited edition releases. I think people just get so excited, I just can't help but join in. But this polish is gorgeous. It is Double Dare, and this was part of the birthday duo that Christine released this year. It's a black to red multi-chrome, and it's got red reflective glitter. This is one of the only reflective glitter polishes I have ever purchased. So again, I don't know why I felt like I needed this one, but in person it is very beautiful, so I'm excited to wear it. And I think this polish is the one that really made me buy that one. It's Favorite Sister. This was my favorite between the two polishes in the birthday duo, and this one is so festive. I would love to wear it this holiday season. It's going to be a very late addition to my holiday rack, but I might try to get around to it in this next week. It's like a really fun red and silver foily flaky polish. And then I believe when I originally placed my order, I just placed it for those two polishes, but Favorite Sister didn't come in. Instead, this came in, and so I let the brand know, and they quickly responded and sent the one that I had ordered in addition to that one, and I just got to keep this one as a freebie, which was fun. So this one is part of their Halloween collection, I think. It's Resting Witch Face, and it's a super cool toned purple. Not something I feel like I needed, but also not something that I already have in my collection, so cool. One brand I have not been able to resist the past few months is Bee's Knees Lacquer. I definitely miss swatching for them. I took a break from swatching, man, maybe it's been 4 months, 3 or 4 months, and I've just been suckered in by every release, so I have a lot of polishes to share that I've purchased from them, especially with the brand closing. I'm so sad. This first one is I Want to Peel You Like a Potato. It is a really beautiful deep teal base with shimmer that shifts gold to red to copper. And then it's got lots of holographic flakes. They are loaded in there. This is in the Lion with a Thorn in its Paw finish, and they've released a lot of those lately, and my wallet has felt the pain. I love that finish. And then a more recent release is There's a Little Matter of Murder to Attend to. This one is a brighter green base, more of like a green leaning teal with shimmer that shifts blue to green and lots of hollow flakes. Pretty much all of these polishes are in that Lion with a Thorn in its Paw finish. And in case you were interested or curious, here's what it looks like next to I Want to Peel You Like a Potato. You can see I Want to Peel You Like a Potato has a much bluer leaning base, and of course the shimmers are very different. One that I could see myself wearing this winter is Monsters Could Be Created But Never Tamed. This one is a beautiful purple base with shimmer that shifts blue to purple, and then more of those holographic flakes. I love them so much. I might end up saving this one for spring. We'll just have to see. And then I got a ton of really rich vampy shades in this finish. This one is Death and Fury from the Kingdom of Wicked collection. Also, I don't know what's up with these labels. I'm sure Sarah made an announcement about it. I don't know if they ran out of their usual labels or what, but they're really cool. But Death and Fury is a deep, dark vampy red with a red shimmer and lots of hollow flakes. Kind of in a similar family is Familia es Familia. It's also a deep dark red. It's got more of like a brick to copper base and then or shimmer, and then it's got hollow flakes. Here is Death and Fury, and here is Familia es Familia in case you were curious. I had to have the beautiful purple in this finish. This one is It Is My Punishment, and it is definitely a gorgeous dark vampy purple with sparkling shimmer from red to copper to gold and holographic microflakes. And then the last polish I got in this finish is Sunrise Sunset. And it is a black, but it almost looks in this lighting to be like a super dark espresso base with shimmer that shifts red to copper to gold. And say it with me, holographic microflakes. And then with one of those orders, I got a gift with purchase. And this one was what I got. It's called a Proper Jabroni. And this one is really interesting. It's a super soft lavender base, like grayed out lavender base with shimmer that shifts green to purple. It's very hazy and mysterious. It kind of reminds me of, is it called the Asteri? The Asteri? I'm not sure. It reminds me of that. Then the rest of the polishes I have to share with you are some mainstreams that I probably, yes, most of them I got from Beyond Polish. So I'll link that, my affiliate link for that below too. This one I'd been waiting to come back in stock so I could grab, and it is Plastic Jungle. This came out in several years ago, summer collection. I didn't grab it then because I thought I hated greens, but now I love greens, so I had to have this. It's much, much, much brighter and bolder in person than it's coming off in camera. It's washing it out a little bit. I also wanted to grab this one while I was shopping because I recently wore Orally Untouchable Decadence and absolutely loved it. So I wanted more in this glitter finish. This one released a few years ago in their holiday collection. It's called In the Moonlight. And I believe it's a clear base with black and silver micro glitters. It's just so super sparkly. And then in that same finish also is Inexhaustible Charm. I was just so impressed with how flat the glitters in these laid on the nail. I was able to smooth it out well with just a glossy top coat, and removal wasn't terrible. So yeah, love, love, love this one. The last Orally I recently grabbed is part of their breathable line, and this one is called Light My Campfire. I only have a few Orally breathables. I wasn't too terribly impressed, but honestly, it's been years since I've worn them, so I need to give them another shot. This one has a beautiful, beautiful glow to it. It's like a copper. It looks like silk in the bottle, and I definitely think the name Light My Campfire is appropriate. I know this one has some brush strokes, but honestly, if it looks this glowy on the nails, I don't really care. And Essie, I have been wanting to add in my collection for a while, is Goginza, I think. And it is a really beautiful, soft lavender shade with a lot of white in it. I've heard this one has a pretty good formula, and I love soft purples like this. One that I really wanted to grab from the OPI collection is Bring Out the Big Gems. It's a gorgeous garnet base with shimmer that shifts red to brown, I think. This one, I didn't see reviewers like raving about or anything, but since it's a garnet inspired shade and I'm a January baby, I had to have it, so here we are. I will say it's pretty unique to my collection. I don't think I have anything from OPI or any mainstream brand that's this dark and has this kind of shimmery shift. The other one from that collection that I was enticed to buy is the turquoise. This one I knew I had to have. It's called Tealing Festive. And it is a gorgeous tealy silver metallic shade. Everyone who reviewed this talked about how this was their favorite. So yeah, it had to be mine. It's basically a one coater, or it looked like it was in most people's videos. And yeah, I would love, love to wear this holiday season, but it might be later on in winter when I get around to it. And a purple that I have been eyeing also on the Beyond Polish site for a while, waiting for it to come back in stock, is Purple with a Purpose. This is another one that Some Call Me Coco made me purchase. She says it's one of her favorite purple polishes. And it is a grapey purple base with a soft, glowy purple shimmer. Yeah, I just don't have many purples in general, so I'm happy to add a few more to my collection with this haul. And then I have the best sister in the world. She knows what I like, and she went ahead and gave me my Christmas present early. She got me some other polishes that I didn't have from this year's OPI collection. This first one I was not expecting to love in person as much as I do. I saw it and my jaw dropped. It is the pearl of your dreams. I think this is another one that got kind of mixed reviews, but my goodness, it is glorious in the bottle. A beautiful mid-toned blue base with lots and lots of silver flakes. It looks perfect for wintertime. She also got me Pink Bling and Be Merry, which is a really pretty bright pink base with kind of a shift to red and maybe gold. It's an interesting combination. It's definitely a metallic, super shiny. And then the last polish joining my collection this month comes from OPI as well. My sister got this one for me too. It's called Rhinestone Ready. It's kind of like a sibling polish to the blue that I showed you, the Pearl of Your Dreams. They both have that gorgeous glass flake in there. Yeah, just fantastic. And as soon as I saw Rhinestone Ready, I was like, oh, this looks familiar. And it's actually pretty dang close to Favorite Sister from Holo Taco. So fun little comparison there for you. So those are all the polishes I've purchased in the past few months. I think I've done pretty well for 3 or 4 months worth of purchases. Sometimes I have closer to 100 polishes joining my collection during that time, but just with everything going on in my personal life right now, I've been a little distracted and also trying to save money. So it's really taken a lot for polishes to grab my attention. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.